Wadau, mwaka ni 1910, 1910 na ni pale nchi inaitwa Korea. Pale Korea kuna mambo 2-3 inaendelea. Mambo ikai vizuri sana. The Japanese wanaingia pale and they are taking Korea to be their colony. Wanafanya kitu wazungu wanaita annexation. So wanatry kuchukua control ya the Korean country. So what do they do? Wanaenda shule to the Korean schools. Wana forbid Korean language. They also take the economic control of the Korean country. Yeah, na wanafinya watu pale. So mambo ikai vizuri pale 1910. Na tunakuja kupatana na familia moja ya Lee Chan-woo na Kwon Jae-lim. Hii ni couple moja yenye inabarikiwa na 4 kids. Na among the 4 kids kuna the 4th kid ambaye anaitwa Lee Byung-chul. Lee Byung-chul. Manze, hii majina ina sound kumfu hivi. I don't know. Sijui kama Korea wanafanyanga kung fu, but I guess so. I don't know if it's only Chinese and the Japanese, but zina sound kung fu Anyway, yeah, so mzee mzima Lee Byung-chul anazaliwa pale, analelewa na wazazi wake. Remember, anazaliwa during a time of struggle. Korea is experiencing trouble in the 1910. Sababu when a country is or when a certain group of people wana try kuchukua usukani ama kuwatawala, it's never easy. You also fighting back. So kijana wetu Lee Byung-chul anapelekwa pale shule hadi anafikia kwenda pale shule ya upili. Anakimbizwa pale Seoul Jodong High School. Hiyo ndo shule alisukuma masomo yake ya high school. Anasukuma masomo, anamaliza. After that anakimbia pale Tokyo. Tokyo is the capital city of Japan. So anakimbia kule kwa Japanese hata wakiwapiga. Anachukua that as a privilege juu unajua wana try diminish the Korean culture. So wanataka watu they take or they swallow their Japanese culture. So anakimbia pale Waseda University. Anasukuma masomo lakini amalizi. So anarudi pale nyumbani Korea. Anaanza kuangalia mali mambo ya wazazi. Naangalia but anapata mambo imechacha zaidi. Japanese wanaanza kufanya kitu inaitwa cultural assimilation and Japanization. Hii sasa ndio mbaya sasa, like they are forcing Koreans to adopt their culture. They are diminishing the Korean culture. So kijana wetu anapambana pale. With no time anafungua a grocery trading company. So despite the struggles yenye zinaendelea, anafungua ka grocery company hapo yenye anainame the name Samsung. Samsung Trading Company. I'm sure sasa mmeanza kushika history yetu ya leo. So Samsung, the word Samsung inamaanisha 3 stars. Na inakuwa referred from, it's a reference from Korean culture. And why mbona nasema ni a reference from Korean culture? Inasemekana it is derived from a folklore. What is a folklore? Terminologies. A folklore is the process of transferring traditions and beliefs of a certain community from one generation to another by the word of mouth. Hiyo ndio folklore. So kama I don't want to be a tribalist, but kwenye nimetoka wale mababu zetu sasa wanaambia like sisi Gen Z tunaambiwa na washushu wetu vile kulikuwa. So na sisi Gen Z tunaambia Alpha venye kitambo kulikuwa, ma stories za kitambo vile mababu zetu walikuwa na believe hizo mashrines, hizo mamiti kubwa. So folklore, my stories inakuwa transferred by word of mouth. So it is derived from the Korean cultural beliefs that there was a dragon, a good dragon that was fighting a bad dragon. Yeah, so hiyo ndo ilikuwa even ndivyo folklore ilikuwa inamaanisha. So Samsung Trading Company ina deal na grocery pale. Anaanza ku deal na noodles and some consumer products pale. So ana manufacture aki-export kule China and the provinces around. Alright, hapo tuko sawa. Samsung ina produce nini? Noodles and other consumer products. Tuko sawa. So in the 1947, remember mambo inachacha pale pale Korea. This time alikuwa in the city of Daegu akifungua Samsung. So anakaa pale Daegu, anaamua wacha nihamishe HQ nipeleke place inaitwa Seoul. Anaenda anakaa pale kidogo, kuna chacha sana. The Korean people army wanaanza occupy the southern part of Korea. So anaamua wacha akwepe kidogo, anaenda kule place inaitwa Bushan kule anaenda anafungua a sugar refinery plant. Yeah. Na kule anaenda anapatana na jamaa anaitwa Chohang Jai. Yeah, Chohang Jai. Hii majina ina sound kumfu hata mkisema nini wadau. What? Mimi naona ina sound kumfu. Chohang Jai. After kufungua sugar refinery plant anapatana na Chohang Jai anakuja anakuwa partner wake wa biashara. Anafanya na Chohang Jai. Chohang Jai anamsaidia ku diversify to other kind of products. Well, kidogo wanakosana. They differ in managing styles. Kila mtu anaenda saidia kwake. Mzee mzima Lee Byung-chul anaenda sasa divide Samsung into 3 groups. The Hyosung group, the Samsung group, the Hankook Tire. Alright? Into 3 groups. So this time the Samsung goal ilikuwa kusaidia the Korean country kuindustrialize. So alikuwa na support kubwa ya gava. Alright? Yeah, so in the 1950 Samsung proceeds to buy 3 biggest commercial banks in southern Korea, and on top inabuy a cement manufacturer and a fertilizer manufacturer. I hope tuna flow pamoja. Alright? Yes? Okay, that is in the 1950. After another like 10 years, on top of the insurance firm yenye still alibuy 3 banks, 3 biggest commercial banks, an insurance providing firm, and fertilizer manufacturer and a cement manufacturer. So zikakuwa zake. So unaona vile hii kampuni ina grow. So in the 1960, Lee Byung-chul with his big company proceeds again to buy an additional insurance providing firm, alright, an oil refinery, a nylon manufacturing company, and a department store. Oh my God. Huyu jamaa alikuwa na do by hii time alikuwa na do. Can you imagine from a grocery to buying cement manufacturing, fertilizer, oil refinery? Bana, huyu jamaa lazima alikuwa na do. So in the year 1969, Samsung proceeds to make its first appearance in the electronic sector. Now what do? They wanna divide tena, wanna make some few sectors. Yeah, ni kumanufacture electronics, but sijui mbona wali I think wenye wanajua mambo na physics ndo wanaweza tuambia. Wali divide in some few sectors. One ilikuwa Samsung Corning, Samsung Electromechanics, Samsung Electric Conductors and Telecommunication. Yeah, so vile wali venture into electronics, wali divide in those some few divisions. Watu wamefanya physics hapa ndo wanaweza tusaidia sana. Yeah, so after this, remember it's the year 1969. After that, walikuja wakafanya partnership na another company ilikuwa inaitwa Sanyo. Yeah, Sanyo. So sasa when wali partner na Sanyo, ndio walianza ku manufacture their first television sets and microwaves. Alright? Na through Samsung Sanyo. So in the 1970s, they saw themselves even making over 5 million television sets for the Korean market in the 1970s. Na ilikuwa big milestone because in the Korean market zilikubalika sana. Actually, Koreans preferred the Samsung sets compared to the Japanese sets. Watu walizikubali, and they went ahead and started making even electric desk calculators, refrigerators, air conditioners, black and white televisions, and color TVs. Right? Still in the 1970s, after wali partner na Sanyo, ndo waliingia kwa mambo ya television hivi, and my fridge, my my electronics. So by 1970s, huyu jamaa anaitwa Lee Byung-chul alikuwa ameanza kutambulika sana. He was topping among the top richest guys in Korea. Actually, he was the chair of an organization yenye ilikuwa inakaliwa chini na the richest people in Korea. Actually, we had representatives. We had representatives from different companies like LG. Yeah, we'll do a video about LG one day. Yeah, so he was the chair of an organization yenye ilikuwa inaitwa Federation of Korean Industries. Yeah, he was the chair. So by this time, watu walikuwa na mti. Imagine umebuy all those companies. Wow. I think this story we get some lessons. Yeah. In 1980, Samsung made its first appearance in the mobile market. Yeah, so walianza kutengeneza vitu zilikuwa zinaitwa telephone switchboards. Yeah, ndio hiyo picha ya telephone switchboards. It's like ni simu za kitambo. Mtu alikuwa anakaa chini akioperate, iko na mavitu mingi hapa. Yeah. So wakaanza kutengeneza telephone switchboards. Ingine ilikuwa gani? Fax systems. Telephone itself, masimu. Yeah, that is in around 1980. So after 7 years, unfortunately, mzee mzima Lee Byung-chul akayaga dunia. Oh, yeah, and before he died, after Samsung ilikuwa split into 3, after aliachana na ule partner wake Cho Hang-jae, alikuwa na mtoi, and nothing much that is told about familia ya Lee Byung-chul. I don't know his wife hivyo, but alikuwa na mtoto mmoja alikuwa anaitwa Lee Han-ki. That son of him, Lee Han-ki, after babake Lee Byung-chul alikufa, ndo ali take over in 1987 as the president of the Samsung company. Yeah, so after Lee Han-ki took over, remember wameingia kwa mambo na mobile market. So they go on manufacturing phones, but sales don't go as expected. So after, remember it's after 1987, so the management sits down na wanaanza kusema hey, it's like you are going to quit mobile manufacturing. Yeah, so wakasema hivyo frequently, but they didn't give up, considering that many other companies like Amazon and LG zilikuwa zimefail, by the way, is at that time in the mobile market, considering that there was a 1928 mobile company by the name Motorola. That's a 1928 mobile company. Ilikuwa ime take over 60% of the mobile market in Korea. Ilikuwa imesha secure 60%, ilikuwa imesha kubalika. And Motorola was a good phone. Nimesha ipatana na Motorola by the way, ya kitambo. They were very good phones. Ebu mniambie kama hizo simu ziko. There was a video I saw on TikTok. Nikaona mtu anasema, I'm using a Motorola, I don't know what. And they were very good phones by the way. Ebu tell me in the comment section if they are still Motorola phones nowadays. So Motorola had secured 60% of the mobile market in Korea. And Samsung had already tried and got 10%. So walianza ku give up, and frequently wakikaa kwa board meeting they decided that wange toka tu washike mambo ingine. But in 1995 Lee Han-kee came up with an idea and he told the company that we should focus on new modern tech and leave along vitu za kitambo. So is at this time that when they started manufacturing more modern mobile phones, sales zilianza kwenda juu. And they saw themselves ranked in a globally. Wali overtake Sony. That time Sony ilikuwa iko juu pia, but wali overtake. And in the 20th and 21st century, ndio walianza to make their first smartphones. And in the year 2010 is when they made their first ever smartphone. It was a Samsung Galaxy S. Yeah, it was a Samsung Galaxy S in 2010. And it was accepted in the market. Watu wali appreciate sana. Wakai compare na other Samsung, other mobile, other smartphones like Nexus. Kuna phone ilikuwa inaitwa Nexus that time. Galaxy Note S. Yeah, ilikubalika. Though ilikuwa criticized due to its GPS subpar performance. Its GPS subpar performance, but they went ahead and made many phones that outperformed the previous ones. Actually, around there in 2014, they made simu ilikuwa inaitwa Galaxy S8, S9. Yeah, that came with a curved screen. Ilikuwa na curved screen. So since then, I think Samsung was the first mobile company to come up with a curved screen. Other companies have embraced that method of curvy screens. Yeah, so since then, wamekuwa wakimanufacture good phones that outperform the previous. Latest yenye wametoa ni Samsung S26. Although people are still criticizing it, wanasema S24 is performing better than S26. I don't know. Wale wametumia, boom, tuambie how the experience is. Yeah, so that's how Samsung began. It's so interesting that this guy Lee Byung-chul started with a grocery shop, and then it turned to be one of the world's biggest brands. Hey, wow. His story, it's not just about knowledge, but I'm seeing it on a different level, ama dimension, sababu we are learning a lot about this. si ndio? Yeah, we are learning a lot about this. Yeah, hebu kama imekubamba uniambie, tuambie hapo kwa comment section. Kama imekubamba, imagine from a grocery company to a sugar refinery plant to buying oil refinery. Hizo makampuni zote alikuwa ananunua jameni. Oh, wow, Lee Byung-chul. It's because of this man we have Samsung today. So hebu niambie kama imekubamba, tuambie hapo kwa comment section. Consider subscribing, liking, sharing, support your boy. It's actually almost I'm shooting this on a 31st Tuesday, early in the morning, so appreciate your boy, support your boy here. Yes, so I think hata saa 2 haijafika kijana amekuja kuonyesha juice asubuhi na mapema. Yeah, simsupport huyo kijana wenyu ama namna gani? Yeah, and that's the story behind the birth of Samsung. Hizi ma TV, hizo vitu zote mnatumia hapo. Lee Byung-chul was behind as hiyo ndo mind ilikuwa behind this thing that we are enjoying today. Yeah, so huo ndio mwisho wa kipindi, mwisho wa kipindi. Yeah, see you on the next. Iwabambe sana. All right.